Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
The following is an independently produced program. The views and opinions expressed are entirely those of the producer and do not reflect those of Falls Area Community Television, its staff, or board of directors. Take a deep breath. Remember this is public access and carry on.
Welcome to Recovery Fitness. I'm Coach Larry. How we doing? I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well at home. And so today we're going to focus on 3 moves: world's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion. Okay? So world's greatest stretch stretches out our hip flexors, hamstrings, gets our lower back where it needs to be, and is overall a great stretch, hence the name, world's greatest stretch. Next up after that, we're gonna do some hand walks, and that's great to warm up your core, stretch out your hamstrings, and get your shoulders functional as well, okay? Then we're gonna do scorpion, which works on those hip flexors, right in here, okay? So those muscles get really tight from sitting down, from driving, etc. So, without further ado, let's get it rolling. World's greatest stretch. Left leg out on a 45-degree angle, right, like so. Right leg back. Try to bring it down to 90 degrees. Okay. Right arm shoulder width apart. Left elbow down low, chin up, back straight. Get your back knee straight, chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in, drive the hips in. Hold it here. Now we're gonna roll up, roll up. Okay, great job. Now you're gonna take that left arm up and over, lean back on the heel, toe up, feel the stretch. Toe up, feel the stretch in the hamstrings right in here. Three moves today. All right, right on. Come up nice and slow. All right, shake it out. So that's the name of today's show. 3 moves. World's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion. All right, you're doing great. You know what's next. So, right leg. Bring it on out. Left leg back. Bring that right knee at 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle right here. Left arm shoulder width. Feeling better already. Right elbow down low towards the right ankle. Chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in, drive the hips in. Bring that back knee up. Big breath. Big breath. You're doing great. Here we go. And when you're ready, let's roll it up. Roll it up. Hold it here. Keep it simple. Let's go. And bring that right arm up and over. Lean back on the heel. Feel the stretch in that hamstring. Toe up on the heel. All right. Come on up nice and slow. Nice job. Shake it out. Shake it out. Doing great. Feeling good. Feeling good. All right. We're going to do the same thing. World's greatest stretch again. All right. Sometimes making progress can be slow. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you keep going forward. All right, ready? We're gonna drop down to that mat again. Here we go, left leg, bring it on out. Right arm, shoulder width. And left elbow down low, world's greatest stretch. Here we go, chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in. We'll go about 10 seconds here. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Bring that elbow down a little lower. Roll it on up for a 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Here we go. Bring that left arm up and over. Lean back on the heel. Ready? Here we go. See how I'm bringing this back foot back a little more and twisting that heel? Little trick. Get more range of motion, more flexibility. Hold here. About 10 seconds. And come up nice and easy. Woo. Feeling good, feeling good. All right, shake it out a little bit. Okay, you know what's next? All right, going with that right leg. 90 degrees. Left leg back. Left arm shoulder width. Coach Larry here with Recovery Fitness. Right elbow down low towards the right ankle. Chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in. And big breath. Bring that elbow down low, lower. About 10 seconds. And roll it up for 10. 3, 2, 1. And you're gonna bring that right arm up and over. Lean back on the heel. Twist that back foot back. Twist that heel a little bit. More range of motion, more flexibility. Making those gains with flexibility. Stretching it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and slow. And shake it out, shake it out. Woo, feels good. All right, Coach Larry, Recovery Fitness. 3 moves. We're gonna keep it simple. World's greatest stretch. Hand walk. And scorpion. Telling you, I feel like $1,000,000 already. I've just done it twice. So, you get on this routine, 3 simple moves, feel like $1,000,000. All right, ready? Let's do it again. World's greatest stretch. This time we'll go 5 seconds. A little more dynamic, a little more fluid, less stagnant. So, lunge it out. 90 degrees, right there. Right arm shoulder width. Left elbow down low, chin up, back straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm up and over, lean it back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, nice and slow. Or fast. See, I'm getting more a little limber. This is the fountain of youth right here. All right, you know what's next? World's greatest stretch. Right leg, 90 degrees. Let's go. All right, left arm, shoulder width. Making those gains already. Here we go. Left elbow down low for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up and over. Lean back on the heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come on up. All right. Taking 10 years off. Approaching 50. Feel like I'm 40. Here we go. Let's do it again. World's greatest stretch. World's greatest stretch. Ready? 3 seconds. A little more dynamic, a little more fluid. Ready? And left leg. 90 degrees. Right arm, shoulder width. Left elbow down low for 3, 2, 1. Roll it up for 3, 2, 1. Up and over. And 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Bam. Woo. All right, feel like a spring chicken. Here we go. And 90 degrees. Get your balance. Here we go. Left arm shoulder width. Right elbow down low. Chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in for 3. Roll it up for 3. Up and over. 1, 2, 3. Come on up, shake it out. Nice job, nice job. All right, we're gonna go back to that 15-second count, okay? Let's change the angle here. Come from this side. World's greatest stretch, 15-second count. Then we're going to hand walk after that. And then we'll do scorpion. We'll see where we're at for time, all right? So, 15 seconds, left leg. Hard work, discipline, focus, perseverance. Let's go. All right, so left elbow down low, chin up, back straight. Drive the hips in. Drive those hips in. Breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale, deeper stretch. Drive into it. World's greatest stretch, roll it up for 15. Three, two, one. Left arm up and over, lean it back. Come on, 15 seconds. Little twist, twist that leg, twist that heel, see that? Deeper stretch. Bring that toe up a little higher, deeper stretch. About 15 right there. 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and slow. Nice job. Shake it out, shake it out. Good. Whew. Here we go. Recovery Fitness, Coach Larry. Let's go. New year, new you. Come on. So, 15 seconds. Come on. This is where the hard work comes in, right? Perseverance. And right elbow down low. Chin up, back straight, drive the hips in, 15 seconds. Let's go, big breath, deeper stretch. Inhale, exhale, drop that elbow a little lower. As you exhale, deeper stretch, roll it up for 15. Three, two, one. And right arm up and over, lean back on the heel. Come on now, world's greatest stretch. Twist, twist, twist. Get deeper into it. Big stretch here. And 3, 2, 1. Woo. Come up nice and slow. Nice job. Shake it out, shake it out. Feeling good, feeling good. Feeling limber. Woo. It's exhilarating. Come on now. We're gonna go to hand walk. Going to hand walk here. So, hand walk. It's pretty basic, but it does a lot. Okay. You're able to stretch out the hamstrings as you hand walk it in. Okay. You're gonna warm up that core, engage the transverse abdominis, muscles which go around your waist like this. Okay. Kind of warm up those shoulders as well. Ready? And nice and slow. Here we go. Drop down. Touch toes. Okay, we're gonna touch toes here. Try to keep those legs straight. Bend them if you need to. And then, just gonna hand walk it out, right? Nice and easy. Hand walk it out. Pretty basic. Get a hand to walk it out a little further. Hold here about 10 seconds. Okay, you're gonna hand walk it in. Hand walk it in. The key is to feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Feel that stretch as you hand walk it in. Keeping that head low. Giving your heart a rest. All right, ready? Here we go, hand walk it out. Let's hold it for about 8 seconds. Right here, about 8 seconds. Nice job. You got this at home. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hand walk it in. Try to press those heels down towards the mat. Bend those knees a little bit if you need to. Feel the stretch. Hold it here about 8 seconds. Head down low. Give your heart a rest. And hand walk it out. Let's go on the 6 count. Ready? And hold it here about 6 seconds. 2, 1, hand walk it in. Hand walk it in. Hold here about 6 seconds. Nice job, nice job. And we're gonna roll it up nice and slow. Slow. Whew. Big breath. Inhale, exhale. Here we go, big breath, inhale. And exhale. All right. So just a word about my personal progress. If you've been tuning in with Recovery Fitness, I'm going for an all-natural bodybuilding competition, January 2025. 26, my bad. 2026. Next year, I'll be the big 5-0, but I feel like I'm 40, right? All this exercise and working out can take 10 years off you, all right? At least you feel that way. All right, so now we're gonna do hand walk again. All right, so, yeah, so I was 265. I'm kind of plateauing about 250, but you know, I'm still making progress. Body composition is changing, even though the weight's plateauing. All right, so now, same thing, hand walk it out. Ready? Here we go. Drop down, touch toes. Gonna hand walk it out here. Feel the stretch. Good stretch in those hamstrings. Good stretch right here. Head down low. Kind of leaning forward, hand walk it out. Ready? Here we go. Nice and slow. And we'll go about 15 seconds right here, warming up the core. Three, 2, 1, and hand walk it in, hand walk it in. Here we go, here we go. Touch the toes, hold it about 15 seconds. Head down low. Nice job, hand walk it out. Here we go, here we go. Hand walk it out. Hand walk it out, hold it here. 12 seconds. Three, 2, 1, hand walk it in, nice and slow. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings as you hand walk it in. Touch toes. Hold here, 12 seconds. You can rock side to side a little bit if you want. Ready? And walk it out. Let's go 10 seconds. Hold it here. 10 seconds. Hold. Hand walk it in. Hand walk it in. Hand walk it in. Touch toes. Hold it here. 10 seconds. Let's take a little breathing break here. You're gonna roll up. Roll up. Woo, big breath. Let that blood flow from your head to your heart, down to your toes. One more, inhale and exhale. So we're calling this meditative breathing and stretching. 3 moves with Coach Larry. World's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion. So we'll do one more hand walk, one more big breath, and then we'll hit the mat for some scorpions, all right? Ready? Drop it down, here we go. Get low, touch toes, feel the stretch. Hand walk it out. Hold here. Hand walk it in, hand walk it in. Hold it here. And come up for a big breath. Ready? And inhale. Then exhale. All right, inhale. Exhale. All right, let's go to scorpion. Let's go to scorpion. Okay, so let's just come on down. Kind of check in real quick before we get to scorpion. Sit back on those heels if you can. Take that index finger, roll it, wrap your thumb around. About roll the neck and head a little bit. As we do some visualizations, focusing on your goals. It's good to write down your goals, share them with people you trust to reach those goals. As you know, if you've been following here, looking to do an all-natural bodybuilding competition. So I'm visualizing myself one meal at a time, one day at a time, right? Food prepping, shopping and chopping, we call it. Shopping for the food I need and chopping it up, getting it ready. Shopping and chopping. I try to eat every 3 to 4 hours. I do mix up a little bit intermittent fasting here and there. Once in a while, I'll do the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, eat clean. 20% of the time, eat what I want. Sometimes I'll do a cheat meal once a week. Other times, a couple weeks at a time, I'll just eat super clean, okay? All right, I've got a mentor of mine. He hasn't eaten out in 11 years. That's impressive, I think. Probably saving a lot of money. As Americans, we like to eat out. We like our fast food and whatnot. All right, back to it. Scorpion, ready? Here we go. Gonna lie down on the mat here, on my stomach. Okay. Arms out to a T, palms facing down. Okay, so right here, you come up like so with your fingertips. Take that left toe up and over. I'm sorry, right toe to left hand, right toe to left hand. Squeeze the glute, point the toe, knee up high. Your leg is the tail of the scorpion. Go about 15 seconds. Stretching out those hip flexors. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Left toe, up and over to right hand. Ready? Here we go. Breathe. Squeeze the glute for a deeper stretch. About 15 seconds. And switch. All right, nice job. Let's go with scorpion again. 12 seconds. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job. Ready? And other side. Scorpion. Ready? Here we go. Scorpion. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Point the toe. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, scorpion again. 10 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Meditative breathing and stretching. 3 moves. World's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion. All right, about 10 seconds right there. Switch up. Ready? Here we go. Breathe, focus. Close your eyes if you want. Visualize success, setbacks, refocus, determination, perseverance, and hard work. Come on, here we go. 7 seconds, scorpion. Here we go. 7 seconds other side. Ready? Here we go. And 5 seconds. Ready? Here we go. And 5 the other side. Ready? Here we go. Nice job. Ready? And 3. And 3. All right, nice job. Let's pop on up. And we'll come into that full plank. How about toes, walk it in. And come on up, big breath. Ooh, feeling good. All right, big breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice job, exhale. All right, so a lot of you have probably heard of the Vince Lombardi trophy that football players get when they win the Super Bowl. So Vince Lombardi, he was the coach of the Green Bay Packers. I read his book, very great book. It's called When Pride Still Mattered. It was written by a guy who writes for the New York Times, and it was a really good book. So Vince Lombardi started out playing football, you know, growing up, and then he went to Fordham University, played football there. And then he got a job in New Jersey as a high school football coach and also as a teacher. And how he developed his style was that he would dummy down the football concepts so the not brightest guy would get the concepts, and then he would build upon that. So you're as strong as your weakest link, right? So that was his philosophy when he got into coaching. He was a master at explaining things, okay? And developing later on as he rose the ranks in coaching to college, he coached at Army, and then later to the pro ranks with the New York Giants, and then eventually head coach of the Green Bay Packers. So long story short, with Vince Lombardi, he would dummy down his coaching style to allow for the weakest link of the chain to understand the principles and the concepts. So with recovery fitness, you know, for an old meathead like me, you know, I like to explain things and repeat things so we all understand things, myself included, right? So with, with recovery fitness, it's kind of like, you know, you got to straighten the body before you strengthen it, okay? So when you straighten the body, you get those hip flexors where they need to be, you get your hamstrings loose, you get your shoulders and hips and spine where it needs to be with my philosophy of meditative breathing and stretching, Pilates, and prehabilitation. Then we get into strength training. So we're kind of building the foundation here of what we need to do, because if you just go into the weight room and your hip flexors are tight, your shoulders are kind of hunched forward, and your hips are not mobile and strengthened and flexible, that's when you're susceptible to injury. Or you try it like 3 or 4 times and you're like, forget this, I'm not gonna work out. But what you do is those 3 moves like we did today: world's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion. Those 3 moves makes a world of difference, guaranteed. And take your time with it, like I showed you today, okay? Take your time with it. 3 moves: meditative breathing and stretching, world's greatest stretch, hand walk, and scorpion, okay? So we're gonna keep it real simple here, today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And Coach Larry says hard work, perseverance, dedication, and don't give up, all right? If you have any suicidal ideations, 988, give it a call, you'll be okay. Peace.